talk to a lot of people, fitness related. Now, I've been in the business for 18 years, so I've come across many different types of people. They have many different outlooks on themselves, many different ways that they look at their life. All in all, in general, I'm a fitness expert. So I can talk to somebody about health and fitness, exercise, on what's best for the body all day long, mainly because I enjoy doing it. I love to do it, and I can do it forever. I would say most people that I talk to go in waves. And what I mean by that is they'll have a period of time where they're really, really dedicated to the gym. They're showing up, they're getting results, they're eating good. And then all of a sudden, I don't see them for a few days. And it becomes a few weeks. And then they fall off. This is extremely common. I learned a long time ago, when I first got into the business, just about the average shelf life of a person, I guess, for a better lack of term, shelf life of somebody's career as a gym member. So you're always going to start for a reason. There's a goal. Obviously, we all started for a reason. There was a specific thing that happened, or a thought that was into our head that made us decide to finally make that the day where we walked into the gym, signed up, and started our program. That's your first few months where you're extremely motivated. It's new, it's exciting, it's scary, you're uncomfortable, so you're learning, you're growing. Then you get to that point after a few months where, okay, your body's starting to adapt, you're starting to get results. This is something, your routine now. You factored it into your lifestyle. Then you get to about the 6-month point, and this is where we start to see people fall off. And a lot of the reasons is because they've got results and they say, well, I feel good, I look good, I can take some time off now. That's a death sentence. I think we all know that. 1 week away from the gym, that feels like we've lost 3 years worth of results. That's a fact. Anybody that's ever taken time off, whether they wanted to or it was due to an injury, it was definitely much harder to get back onto that horse, which makes it very demotivating because we now have been there. Now it's not new to us like it was day one. Now we've gotten to the top of the mountain, fell off, and now we got to climb up knowing this is what it feels like to be here. And I fell off, and I have to work all this way back up, and it's just, I'm demotivated because I know how hard it was the first time. But mentally, we need to remember, from here to here, the very first time was growth. We're not this person no more. So the second that you achieved your goals and results up here and fell off, you're not this person. You're this person that fell off. And now you know how to climb that ladder a lot faster than somebody that had never done it before. Again, it all goes back to the perception and our mindset. We're not the person we were yesterday. In fact, yesterday doesn't even matter anymore. Looking back hurts your neck. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to stay motivated so that way you just continue to work out, get the goals and results, and it's just a lifestyle. It's not a short-term goal. It's a long-term thing forever. The first tip I'm going to give you is to treat your body like it's a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or a 2019 a Tesla, a high-end vehicle, in other words. Choose your car, whatever you feel is the best one for this analogy. Treat it like it's a high-power, high car that requires a lot of attention and detail, and it does. Your body needs a lot from you. It requires a lot. Your body is your baby, always. It's your baby that only grows up if you allow it to. We got to put the correct foods into our body. We got to make sure we're doing all the elements of fitness, your cardio, your strength training, your flexibility, your warming up, your cooling down. These all matter every single day because it's the long-term effects that are being created by today, by tomorrow, by next week, by next month. This is all building the person that you're going to be later on down the road. And then the goal, the person you want to be, is the person you visualize in your head when you set out this short-term goal and started this journey. We all had a starting point. This is me today. I would like to be here. Well, you're going to work to become this person. And once you become that person, you're going to have learned what it took to do it. Which means by the time you're this person, you're no longer going to think or even remember what it was to be the old you. You need to put the good foods into your body. You need to make sure you're stretching daily, putting yourself through the vigorous workouts for cardio, for endurance, for strength training. This is a consistent thing. If you really want to have the ultimate physical peak fitness, these are all the elements you need to do. I'm not talking about putting on muscle mass to jump on a bodybuilding stage. I'm talking about training your muscles to grow with you. Everything in our body is a living element, down to your bones. So we need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves with the nutrition, drinking plenty of water, making sure that you're staying consistent with this lifestyle that you have told yourself you wanted to do, because you stepped into the gym on day one. You're letting yourself down. You may let other people down around you, but you're really letting yourself down, because you know psychologically, mentally, when you're throwing in the towel. You allow it, you accept it, you're stepping backwards. So treat your body as if it's a Bentley every single day, every day. I know 7-year-olds that look like they're 40 and move like they're 40, vice versa. So treat your body until the end of time. Tip number 2 is extremely important. Tip number 2 is making sure that you stay happy and stay focused. Because it's so easy for us to shift off gear. Back what I was saying earlier, we accomplish results, we're feeling good, we like what we're seeing in the mirror. Maybe you've accrued some skills. Now you tell yourself, well, I can afford now to take some days off. I don't have to train as hard as I once was. I feel good now. I'm going to just maintenance from here on out. And maintenance is fine. But what most people's maintenance is doing less than what they are currently doing. That's not maintenance. That's going backwards. So now you've accomplished this result, but your maintenance is here. This gap is loss. And that loss will start to play with your mind over time. And what happens when our mind starts to play tricks on us? We start to lose motivation, especially when it comes to something like our own body, our own health. It's a work in progress every day of our life. We can take one day off. Sometimes our body needs some rest. Take a couple of days off. That's extremely beneficial, and I recommend it. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking a day off just because instead of going to the gym, I'm going to go hang out, and enjoy some drinks and some food. Okay. That turns into a few days, into a week. Then you're starting to tell yourself, well, okay, next week I'll get back into the gym. I'll start Monday. Today's Wednesday. Another 4 days that you trash yourself. Sunday comes around. You're waking up in the morning and you're just not feeling the motivation you did because you've let your body start to slowly adjust back to its old habits. So now we're talking 6 months later. You look worse than you did when you first started the journey, but now your mindset is way worse because you've rewired it back to what it used to be. So now you've completely pushed your motivation down underneath. You put it underneath your shoe. You're walking on it all over day. It becomes a thing of the past, a memory. So now you're a victim to your own world. Now it's going to be harder for you because you allowed it to become. And when you are a victim, you become a victim to yourself. You're caging these thoughts and holding them in. And nobody's making you. You dictate how you want to conduct your life, the thoughts that go through your mind, the things you put your body through. So you can't allow yourself to be warped up into this shell just because things didn't work out. You got an injury. That happens. That's happening to me right now. I can't do 70% of the things that I normally do. But with those 30% of things, I'm maximizing the heck out of it. If I have to enhance my nutrition, I will do so because I care about myself. I'm motivated. I want to make sure that I don't lose who I am, and this is who I am. So I'll take 30% and I'll run with it like it's 100%, if that makes sense. So by the time I'm recovered and well, I'm going to pick up right where I left off. It won't be hard for me to get back into it because my mindset didn't allow me to. I didn't allow my mindset to. The third tip, and this is going to go for everybody. The third tip is to always listen to your body, which just takes me back to what I just said. Injuries happen. A lot of the times they can happen over a time period through not paying attention to what we're doing form-wise, or if you're training martial art, you're not paying attention to the way you're training in the room. Maybe you're training too hard, you're sparring too hard. You need to listen to your body because your body has your best interest in hand. Yes, our mindset absolutely can outdo our body because our body tires and our mind is there to pick and help it. But our body also, sometimes it's not tired. You know, sometimes our body is telling us, yo, man or girl, my back hurts. Our back hurts. And if you don't take some time to help recover it or seek out some medical attention or advice, my back problem is going to become our leg problem, our nerve problem, our knee problem, our spine problem. And now we got a world of problems. So it's very important for us to listen to our body, stay motivated, work out hard, stay hungry, train hard. But when your body tells you to chill out, put an ice pack on it, go to the chiropractor, go get a massage, you need to listen to your body. You can't put that off. Because much worse than putting off and not going to the gym where you just lose all your results is putting off an injury. Putting off an injury doesn't get better. Putting off an injury increases the injury, which blossoms out into the rest of your body. You may have an injury in your pinky, but if you don't fix that, it's going to shift all the way down the nerves. Now your hand has a problem. Now your wrist has a problem. Arthritis, there you are. Down to the forearm, down to the elbow, tennis elbow. All right, hang on, let's go for the ride. Down to your tricep, down to your shoulder. Oh, now I got a shoulder injury. Now your whole arm is in the same boat as your pinky was because you didn't take care of it. You didn't think it was serious enough. Trust me, I am speaking to you from personal experience. My neck problem didn't happen over one night. It happened over a series of years. I've experienced pain in my back for a long time. I take care of myself, mind you. I foam roll, I stretch, I drink a lot of water. I'm extremely focused and pay attention to form. I'm educated. But injuries are injuries, and we're all human. As the older we get, the easier injuries accrue. So we need to listen to our body, okay? Treat your body like it's a Bentley. Do it. Stay happy. Stay focused through anything. Then listen to your body, because your body and you are a team forever. These three things, with all the elements that are inside of each one of them, sum up motivation, keeping the long-term effect and not going backwards on your results. I do this every day. I'm doing it now. A lot of you have these injuries. You should be doing it right now. It's important. You are more important than anybody in your world, because without you, your whole world changes. Everybody around you. So let's just do that. Let's do exactly that. All right. Take care of yourself.